Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to tell you about the miracles of urine therapy. This therapy was taken in Oriental area, not in Western area of the world. I was born as a son of a farmer, but my great-grandfather was a doctor. So I heard about this practice twice or three times through my sister and my father. All you have to do is to drink your own urine from the glass by the bed in the early morning. Don't use other people's urine. It will change into harmful bacteria if you use other people's. Because it is said that urine is one part of blood. You can cure various kinds of disease. Stomach cancer, leukemia, gingivitis, and periodontal disease, etc. with this treatment. However, you will develop worse conditions as shivering, headache, diarrhea, etc. But soon after, you will get better after these symptoms. Try to refrain from coke, heroin, morphine, caffeine, and drinking alcohol, because these are not good for urine therapy. You will gain the greater ability if you succeed in this therapy. In addition to these effects, you can trim your autonomic nervous system. Everybody in my factory will laugh if I reveal this practice. So I try to hide it. Since I take this therapy, I can tell a few stories. Old Matsuda is wearing well. Homeostasis and homeopathy, etc. You could be confident of your body, if the therapy went well. Let's stay young with this therapy and say goodbye to the doctor. Thank you for paying attention to my speech. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you spend your free time? Today, I would like to show you how to spend my leisure time. I spend my leisure time with writings. Writing what? Well, write report, write novels, write essay, etc. I work for an electronics corporation in the suburbs of Komatsu, but I cultivate friendship with professional writer and reporter. I wrote one letter to the president of a publishing company in the United States. He replied my letter and presented me Sports Aviation magazine. I sometimes win money by writing. Besides being economical, writing is interesting too. I check scientific sources or historical sources at the library and take notes. For writing. That's why people call me Mimo Maniac, scholar, or working dictionary, etc. in jest. In addition to this kind of custom, I always read newspaper and magazine. So I am called bookworms sometimes. Changing the subject, I had press interview with newspaper reporter, and I was carried on a newspaper. Entitled a paperback writer in Ishikawa Prefecture. There is a saying that doing nothing is doing it. Please follow my idea. And why don't you write something? Chances are that you will win a literary award if you accept my suggestion and continue to write something. Thank you for paying attention to my speech. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Reminding myself that 40 years ago, I took part in the English speech contest, which was held at the Itazu Junior High School. And I won first prize in the freshman section. But I failed to win the award in the second grade and the third grade. I took part in the English speech contest every year. I entered Komatsu Vocational High School after I graduated there. The teacher didn't give us English speech contest, but the student council gave us speech contest, no English. I also take part in it. I failed to win the award though. 3 years later, I entered Kinki University. I had a hard time to getting along with my work and my side job because I have to work as a newspaper delivery boy to win the scholarship from the press company. We learned liberal arts subjects in the freshman and sophomore. I entered to go to the Institute of English Language in the evening when I reached junior. We learned many things which is connected to the English and America. Let me see. Traitor is a capital punishment in the United States. Trespasser should be shot in New Jersey. The US Constitution advocates freedom, so people are allowed to have a gun in his or in her house, etc. Last several lessons of the English conversation course, we learned public speech. Then teacher taught us many do's and don'ts about public speaking. Now let me show you several. It goes without saying that relaxation is needed. Try to speak slowly and clearly. Don't cross the line of sight. From the audience, try to get eye-to-eye contact with the audience. Try to show some evidence to get attention from everybody. Don't cover your mouth with your hand like this. I had a chance to make a speech at the graduation ceremony in that institution, and I made it well. because I followed to the do's and don'ts about public speech. I sometimes make a speech in English, even now. Well, please see this picture. I acted as an interpreter at the Komatsu airport on the first day of Japan tent, which was held last month. And the photo was carried on the front page of Hokoku newspaper. This is it. It's a little bit hard for you to identify me because the camera angle is from left side. Globalization or internationalization is just around the corner. Why don't you take part in the speech contest and have a special technique of public speaking? You will win the success of your business if you follow my story and fulfill these clauses. Thank you for paying attention to my speech. Thank you very much.